Hello, everyone. This is your Health Education 1 course, and we're going to start with Chapter 1, Taking Charge of Your Health. And we're going to take a look at a few slides from a PowerPoint that helps you remind you of what might be important topics within Chapter 1. So let's get started. And one of the main ideas here is the difference between health and wellness. And usually health always means that you either have an injury or you don't. And wellness kind of encompasses all the dimensions of well-being. And there's a great graphically designed picture on page 2 that helps show the distinct differences between these two. So you might want to take a look at that. There's 9 interrelated dimensions of wellness, and it includes intellectual, emotional, cultural, financial. It takes everything into consideration when you're talking about one's health and maybe how to make some changes that can enhance your health. So keep that in mind. Here's another great graphic that helps you remember how intertwined wellness is with all aspects of our health. And that word continuum shows up several times in our course. We have a wellness continuum, which means it's always constantly changing from day to day, minute to minute. You're doing things to help your health and wellness, and you're doing things that might hurt it. So you have to keep that in mind. Here we have the qualities and behaviors that are listed, and there's again lots of aspects of those 9 different dimensions, and they're all listed here. You should take a look at those qualities and behaviors. And as we have improved taking care of our health, we've added this component called wellness. Before wellness came along, we were just trying to be as healthy as possible. Not getting sick, trying to keep infections away from us, and it took us a long time to learn that washing your hands was a good idea, and that washing your food was a good idea, and that keeping things clean when you're cooking is a good idea. So we've learned a lot over the years, and most recently from the coronavirus, we've learned even more on how important that is. And here's a good graphic that shows you over hundreds of years how our life expectancy has improved with the development of vaccines. Hopefully we'll get a new one soon. Control of infectious diseases, putting fluoride in our water, knowing that tobacco is harmful and hazardous. Getting everybody insured changes our health issues, so we've got to keep that in mind. The quality of life has improved. We're hoping that it keeps going up. It depends on how much time and effort we put into what we're doing today, how it affects us over a long period of time. So you have to keep that in mind. Here we have a list of the leading causes of death as of 2013. And just yesterday in the newspaper, they were showing this list as to the numbers that are dying from these, as well as the number from coronavirus, because it has had such an impact on death this last year. So they're trying to show that comparison, that it's right up there in the top 5. So, and dying from heart disease and cancer has a lot to do with our lifestyle choices. So does the respiratory diseases. So that's why it's important that we take charge in Chapter 1. And again, the leading contributors again, is smoking. People that smoke have the highest rate of mortality. And next, it's how we're eating, and then consuming too much alcohol. Marijuana is going to show up on this list somewhere, I'm sure, but we haven't had the statistics yet to show us that it might change the number of deaths per year. Coronavirus is definitely going to be added to the list if it keeps hanging around for a long period of time. Again, we're showing college-age values so that you can get an idea of what's killing people of your age bracket, and unintentional injuries is the highest. That means car accidents, people drinking and driving, doing something crazy, off-road vehicles or motorcycles. And again, suicide is number 2, and that's another one that can be, it's an avoidable death that if you recognize the signs and symptoms and get help right away, then you should be taking that off the list. Again, the National Institute of Health is a national organization that helps promote health, and the CDC, again, has been prevalent in our current site with the coronavirus and tries to do everything it can to keep us healthy. And the Affordable Care Act has helped people get insurance, and again, the coronavirus is telling us that we need to do something to make sure everybody gets some sort of coverage if that's going to be a consistent problem. And these healthy people initiatives are usually set forth every 10 years. And with our current textbook, the 2020 objectives are listed here, and we're trying to meet those. We don't always come close, but we're trying to meet them. And again, these are progress towards getting us more in tune with our health and insurance, and what is a good blood pressure, and how to reduce our obesity rates, and trying to do things that progressively help us stay a little healthier over time. And again, with a diverse population, we have lots of different health issues, and there are a lot of reasons why there are disparities between social, economic, and environmental situations. Sex and gender, race and ethnicity, income and education, disabilities, all play a part in the disparities of who has what kind of insurance and who gets help sooner than later. Factors that influence wellness, and this is where you can start thinking about your own wellness and thinking about your health habits and your family history and your heredity. What can you do to promote your own personal health behaviors? Maybe develop a wellness profile, and do things that can help you manage your health a little bit better. I know a lot of times our health issues get put last on the list because you got work, you got kids, you got homework, you've got stuff to read, and worrying about your health, unless you're sick, it's one of the least important things that we try and do, and that needs to change. Sometimes people decide to make changes in their health behavior, and sometimes when you're making those decisions, you make a list of pros and cons, and you try and visualize that you're going to be successful and the change is going to be an improvement in your health. So we've got to keep that into consideration when you manage your lifestyle choices. And again, when you're trying to decide to make a change, there's some things that you can do that can prepare you. to get ready to change, and this list is helpful if you can manage to work through it to make a change in one particular behavior. It could be your eating habits, it could be how much you exercise, one of those items. Usually those are tops on the list when New Year's rolls around and you want to make some change. Again, not everybody is successful, and sometimes you have to get right back up on the horse the following week and start your program over again to make those changes. But you got a plan that might happen, and you can do something about it. Again, when you're making changes, it's always a work in progress. You think about it, you prepare, you take some action, and you try and maintain it before there's maybe a relapse, and you try and make a change again. Again, this is an acronym that helps us try and remember to make a personalized change. Be specific about your change, make sure it's measurable, like I want to lose 10 pounds, and it's attainable within, a year's time. It's realistic. You're not trying to lose 10 pounds in one day. So you start to make this acronym a part of your personalized plan so you can keep track of the details. If you keep track of your health habits, a food diary or an exercise diary, people who have been writing journals like this example have been very successful at maintaining long-term change, and so that's always helpful to do. If you modify your habits and you change the environment, maybe start working out with people that want to work out and people that want to eat healthy, those kind of changes can help you become more successful. Writing out a contract is always important. Keeping that journal, having this contract, having somebody witness it, monitor your behavior, that's always helpful. Putting your plan into action is always helping you to be more successful. And again, it's something that if it's going to improve your health, you want to be able to do it for a lifetime and improve your chances of being successful. And that takes us through getting in control of our health and trying to make sure that you're the one in charge. So, next time we'll be talking more about stress and our psychological health.